We're now in section 11 of our AutoCAD Electrical 2015 course. And as usual, over here in the Project Manager, you can see we've got Demo 11 Project open. I'm in the Schematic subfolder and we've got Drawing Demo 20 open here in the drawing area. It's a blank drawing and we'll be utilising that in a moment. In this section, we're going to be looking at adding electrical ladder layouts. Now, a ladder layout provides you with rungs to add your electrical components and also your wires to, and you'll see how that works in a moment when we bring a ladder into our AutoCAD electrical drawing. Now, your ladder style can be set up in a number of ways. You can do it on the fly with the ladder command, or it can be preset both in your project properties and your drawing properties. If I go to Demo 20 here and right click on it, go to Properties here, and go into Drawing Properties, and I go up here to Styles, you can see that there are different styles available for arrows and so on. But if I go to Drawing Format, I can set my ladder defaults there. Now, you'll notice that these ladder defaults are exactly the same as the ones in the project properties if you go to the project properties. The difference being is that your ladder defaults for a project can be set to be the default for every project drawing. If you do need to edit one for a specific drawing, you go into your drawing properties and set up individual ladder defaults. So there's lots of different ways of editing the actual ladder when you bring it into an AutoCAD electrical drawing. I'm not going to make any changes there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Schematic tab on the ribbon and go into the Insert Wires Wire Numbers panel, and it's this icon here. Click on the flyout there and you've got the option to insert a ladder. You've also got XY grid setup and XZ or zones setup. The difference between those two I will explain later on in this section. At the moment, just worry about the insert ladder command. And you'll notice you can individually change your ladder settings. Now what it's done is it's adopted the ladder settings for the drawing properties or the project properties. Depends on which is the prevailing settings. So you can see that my width of ladder is 4.5 inches because I'm using the JIC Imperial standards, and the spacing there 0.75 3/4 of an inch. Now I can specify a length with a number of rungs. I can specify first reference, which starts at 741. You might change that to a more sensible number like 800 maybe. The index number there allows you to specify the actual number increment. So that will go 801, 802. Or I can just place a ladder without reference numbers by ticking that box. Now it does depend on what kind of phase you are using. I'm going to use a 1-phase ladder, but you can use 3-phase for multiple bus wiring. Draw the rungs? Yes, no, and so on. You can skip rungs if you want to as well. We'll look at all of that a little bit later on. Now I'm going to specify the number of rungs, and I'm going to say that I want 15. As soon as I press Tab, everything updates and it gives me an actual length of my ladder, which is 10.875 inches with 15 rungs with a spacing of 0.75 with a width of 4.5. And the first reference will start at 800. So when I click on OK now, it asks for a start position of the first rung. Now normally that will be top left. So I'm going to pick a point here in my blank drawing like so. Takes a few seconds and there's my ladder straight into the drawing itself. Now the nice thing about this is it's all automated, it's parametric. So when I zoom in, there's my first rung, 800, second rung, 801, 802, 803, and so on. That is how you insert your ladder into your AutoCAD electrical drawing.